Hello YouTube, Mr. Gibson Guy here with you. Thanks for coming by the channel. Today I'm doing kind of an unboxing, something new came in video for you. It shouldn't be too long, but I'll try to cover the subject of it. I think you might find it interesting. I have been doing a lot of photography camera videos, mainly concentrating on cameras from the 80s and late 70s, and then more recently I've been kind of going further back into cameras from the early 70s and even into the 60s. And this is I haven't done a whole lot of Canon camera stuff, but this is going to be about a Canon camera that is right in the 60 to 65 year old category. So this goes back to when I was just in elementary school, but I saw this one for sale and I couldn't pass it up because it was, well, it was a lot of things, but one thing it was $29. And from what I saw in the pictures, it looked really great. Very encouraging about this, and I want to see what we have here. So, check this out. $29 plus some shipping, but still a very good price. And what really got me about this is that I have been researching lenses a lot. Old lenses a lot, and the last couple videos that I did were on thallium elements in camera lenses, and those came about in the 70s, but it started really with the 35mm producers in the 60s, and Canon and Pentax especially really went into a lot of effort with thorium lenses in the 60s, all through the 60s and well into the 70s before they had to discontinue them. But one of the things that I found was Canon had a series called the FL lenses. I don't know if you can see that here. Can you see that? This is a Canon lens FL. I should put my glasses on. I'm going to be looking at stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is nice, isn't it? Look at that camera. Look at that. This camera is 60 to 65 years old, and look at that. Not a dent, not a scratch. Look at that back. No leather peeling. This thing is substantial, but it's not really that bad. There's not a whole lot to it. I ordered some batteries for it because I know that they're not going to have any batteries. It's got one of these sideways battery compartments. Take this off so you can see. There, yeah, clean battery compartment, but no battery. That takes one of those 1.35 volt batteries that you have to get from some other part of the world. Let's see, F8. Yeah, see if we can. Yeah, can you see that? And I'll stop it down. And then it has a lock on it, and then it releases like that. See that? You can just stop down like that, or you can put this catch over here and lock down and stay there. Now there's another thing on here that is kind of weird. This lens I don't think has ever been removed, but it took some doing, but it does come off now. It works really well. This is kind of their early bayonet lens mount. I will try it out with some other Canons also, but it has this little button here. And if you can see on the lens, it has the letter A and the letter M. And they line up with the infinity mark. A, M, A, M, right at the focal point. But I'm sure A and M stands for auto and mechanic and yeah, automatic and mechanical. Maybe it's, I don't know, for the stop down on the lens or just what. If you have any idea about that, any TL lovers out there, let me know what that is. When I first opened it up, before I did open it up before the video, I put it back together for that, but well, I tested it out and this thing didn't work at all, and I loosened it up, and now it seems to be going really well. The focus is very smooth on it, very smooth, and this lens looks like it is absolutely brand new. 65 years old. Look in there inside the lens. It's spotless. It looks like brand new. That's unbelievable. $29. So originally I was saying I had been looking in a great deal to the Thorium lenses, and Canon had quite a few back in the 60s and early 70s, including a whole bunch of the FLs. This is a 50mm f1.8 FL series, and it's supposed to have thorium in it, but I'm not sure. I don't think that it does. I try it on the Geiger counter. There's the front element. Put it up there. Ooh, there we go. We got 0.8, 0.08. It went up a little bit. I couldn't get, that's not the ambient in here. Get it from the rear. Usually it's, no, it went back to 0.7, 0.07. Try it again. See if that goes back up, or was that just a blip? I don't know, maybe just a little bit more radioactivity. Why I say, you know, I'm questionable about it is, you might say, all right, well, the 0.07 is just the ambient readout for this room, or the amount of radiation in it. But it did pop up to 8 there just a second ago. And why I bring that up is because when you look at some white paper, it definitely gets a brown, a little bit of a brown tinge to it. I don't know if you can see that, but the paper is white, and then if you look at it through here, it's a little bit of brown in it. I hope that's showing up in the camera. It's not in focus. Well, there it is, kind of in focus. But there is a little bit of a brownish tinge to this lens, which could indicate it might have a very low thorium count as opposed to others. And what I put out here, so I'll do this. Old cameras, like this SRT 202 that I got recently, did a video on this. And this one, I had tested this one as well. I had tested this lens as well. And, let's see, you see it? Yeah, you see kind of a brownish tinge to it. I can see it. I don't know if the camera changed. Well, it can't change it unless it was like all it was seeing. But there seems to be some brownish color that I don't see with the naked eye, but I see with this lens. This one tests out. Those, these are the same vintage here, just at 0.07. So no indication of any radioactivity on this particular lens. Rear, same thing. Just hold it on for about 20 seconds and you should be able to get a readout by then. So it's not going anywhere. This never has. And this one also is an MC Rocore PF 50mm f1.4, and these also were thorium lenses. Not apparently all of them, unless they were just using like a really low dosage of radioactive material. the superstar in this was my Pentax here. This one, according to everything, is not supposed to have any thorium in it. This is supposed to be after Pentax stopped using thorium in their lenses. Watch it here. 8, 9, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13. Here we go. That's in the front. Now watch this. 15, 13, go down again. All right, let's try the back. 17, 18, 17, 15, 13, 22, 24, 27, 29, 34, 38, 42. Yeah, there's some thorium in this lens. Here we go. 58. Ooh, look at that. 66, 70, 74, 70, 74. I've gotten over 1.0 on this. 82, 66, 70. All right, well, you get the idea. Okay. So, there are lenses with thorium in them. This SMC Pentax is one of them, even though if you look it up, it'll say it's not. It definitely is. So, if there is a thorium count in this, and there is a little bit of indication because of the color, when I hold it up to the wall, it definitely is is a brown color, not white like my wall here. But it does have that a little bit, so there might be something radioactive a little bit, but it's not enough to show up. So it'd have to be a very small amount, if any. As I understand it, they had a lot of, what do you call it? Kind of a little bit that bled into it. It just came with it. I think that was lanthanum that came with the thorium, and they had some lenses with lanthanum in it, which doesn't show up as radioactive, although it is, because it's very mild radioactive, and the thorium is very radioactive, so it really shows up. But that is the story on this one. The lens, I was hoping it was going to be a really hot one, but it's not. Oh yeah, this is something that's interesting on this. And this is, even though this is a 60s lens, it is internal focusing. If you watch here, this is the f-stop ring, and here is the front, where the front element is attached here. And as you turn the focus, you see that? It doesn't go out any. Goes out a little bit here, but not any on the front. You see that? And of course nothing turns out here. If you have a polarizer, it's going to stay exactly in place because this doesn't move with the focusing knob, for focusing knurls here. All right, so that is this TL. I know it's not going to get any meter without the battery, and the battery is something I have to get, and then I'll let you know. Everything else works on it. It goes to 1/500th of a second. That's the fastest speed on it. And then 1/250th, 1/125th, 1/60th, 1/30th, 1/15th. You can start to hear them there. They kick in. They haven't been clicked in a while. 1/8, 1/4, and 1/2, and 1/1. Then it also has B, a bulb setting. For as long as you hold it down, and an X setting. I guess you gotta go this way, all the way around to get to it, which I guess would be flash sync. So probably 1/60th. It doesn't have a red 1/60th here. So, looks like something was red at one time, but I can't see it. So, that's X-Sync. So, all the speeds work. Oh, yes, this is interesting. This opens like this. You want to open the back. You do this. This is similar to like the Nikon F originals. Turn this like that and pop it open. And this comes open like that. And this has, as it says on the front, QL. That stands for quick load. You do this and you can put your roll of film in here, stretch it across here, put it here, and when you close this, it holds the film in place. So that's supposed to be all it takes to load your film. But that was high science in the 60s, quick load. And I think I showed you this, the depth of field has a lock on it. So that's it, a 1960s Canon TL with quick load on it and a 50mm f1.8 Canon lens. Oh, that's what I was going to show you. We're going to do one last experiment, trying to tie ancient times to medieval times. So I'm going to take this lens off. I hope you can see that it has a little red dot there. This is just the usual Canon breech lock like this. And see, there's that little dot right there. Can you see that? I hope you can. Lens is off. Now, this is an FD lens, so it comes off with a button down here. But the new F1 still has Canon's old breech lock on it. So I can go from this purple to this purple here. Here's my dot. And I'll line it up with the red dot here. And twist like that. And there it is. It's all attached. Ready to work. Everything goes on it. What about the old timer? Oh, this is much lighter than that Canon F1, even though it's supposed to be heavy. I'll line up this modern FD lens on here. Red to red. And twist. And it's all set. It still works. You can interchange those lens locks because this isn't just the bayonet, it's also the breech lock on it, so it will work with old system Canons and new system Canons. I don't think it will work with an EF lens, but the FDs and the FLs appear to be basically interchangeable. So that's a good thing to know about this Canon stuff. You learn about it every day. So that's my experience with this 60-year-old Canon TL QL. I think they just called it a TL. But that's it. Old-time cameras here. Thank you for stopping by the channel and checking out what I had to say here with my new old camera. Boy, it's in nice shape, isn't it? That's some of the fun of doing this stuff. When you get these and you say, wow, 29 bucks. Maybe it doesn't have thorium in it, but boy, that's a heck of a wonderful lens that's on there. I can't wait to see the pictures on it. So, leave me a comment, like and subscribe. Tell your friends about this. Share the channel with all the people that you know. And watch the videos. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.